All right, you guys, so we've got some new products for you again today. I've got our new chrome powders, so I'm gonna swatch those out for you, show you a couple of little tricks with them, how to apply them, and show you the fun colors and things you can do. So I've got a couple of nails all polished out here. I'm gonna show you how these colors will look on black and white, because the chrome powders are gonna look a little different just depending on what you have as a background. So I'm gonna just start, again, I've polished all of my nails, half black, half white. I've used our Manicure Black 101 and White 101. And then I'm gonna go into my ultimate finish. When I'm doing the chrome powders, I like to use the ultimate finish. It is a tack-free top coat. So you're gonna apply your top coat, and we're only gonna cure this for 30 seconds. That way it's gonna give that top coat a little bit of a, not really a tacky surface, but a surface that your chrome powders are going to adhere to. So I'm gonna apply a nice even coat. Now when you're working with chrome, what I like to do is, again, make sure my coat is nice and even, and then I'm gonna give it just a couple of seconds to kind of self-level a little bit, because with the chrome, it can be a little particular, so if you do have any rough spots or wavy areas in your nail, you're gonna see that when you put the chrome powder on. So I like to give it just a couple of minutes to kind of settle and level out a little bit so you have a smoother surface. I'm gonna put that into the light for just a quick 30 seconds. That's gonna freeze it into place, but it's gonna leave enough of a grip to that surface of the top coat to apply our chrome powders. Okay, so I've cured our first nail for 30 seconds. I went ahead and top coated the rest of these, so I'm gonna put those back into the light now again for 30 seconds while I'm applying my chrome on the next nail here. So we've got 6 beautiful colors here. So I'm gonna swatch out our first one. This is kind of a tealy blue, and again, you'll start to see that they're gonna be a little bit of a different color on the black and the white. And I'm just using a little makeup sponge. If you wanna use makeup sponges, you can use the eyeshadow sponges. You can also use a glove on your hand and use your glove. I'm just gonna use a little makeup brush here just to kind of dust off that extra. And I actually like to put this back into the light, and that's gonna really help to set that chrome down in there. So when we top coat, you're not gonna smudge it or chip it, or you're not gonna smudge it or scratch it or anything like that, okay? So I'm gonna go through the rest of my colors here. We also have a green. And you guys, these are really pretty colors, kind of light and summery. But you can, again, change it up, do whatever colors you want underneath, and that's gonna kind of change the look of them. And we've got a lighter blue, kind of a bluish purplish almost. Again, depending on what color you put it on top of is gonna give it a different look. Okay. Now, as I'm putting my chrome powders on, I'm really making sure to smooth that down into that top coat to really kind of rub that in. Our next color is a really pretty bright purple. It looks bright over the black, but then a little bit softer over the white. So just a really pretty purple. Okay, so the last one was our purple, and now we've got our light, soft pink. And you guys, you can kind of mix and match these. If you want to layer colors on top of each other, you could layer maybe the purple on top of the pink or the pink on top of the blue, and really kind of customize these colors. And then the last one we've got is a yellow. So again, I'm going to apply that on there. Really making sure that I get all of my areas coated. And then I'm going to, again, come through with my makeup brush. It's just a very soft brush. I don't want anything that's got a lot of texture or a really hard or stiff bristle, because again, I don't want to scratch those nails, okay? I applied these using the makeup applicator. So if you prefer, you could also use a glove, and you can go into those powders and then just kind of rub that on the surface. For me personally, I feel like I get a better application using the makeup applicators, but it's a personal preference. If you already wear gloves during your service, then you don't have to get another tool out or another piece of equipment, okay? So there's another option for you. Again, I'm gonna pop this back into the light for a quick 30 seconds to freeze and kind of set that chrome down into place. Okay, so all of our colors have kind of been set into place now. I'm going to top coat these, and this is where I think a lot of challenges can come into play, is because people don't necessarily know how to properly seal the chrome powders. So you can use either the Ultimate Finish Gel, which is the initial layer that I applied these to, or if you're working over an enhancement, I really like to use the stain resistant top coat. Stain resistant goes on just a little bit thinner, but it's a really good hard gel, so it's really going to seal in the nail. It's going to seal in that chrome, but it's not going to give you a whole lot of bulk. Okay. On a natural nail gel manicure, I would go with the Ultimate Finish because it's going to be a little bit more flexible than what the stain resistant top coat is, and it's going to move a little bit better with those natural nails. So personal preference, whichever one you want to top coat with. I'll show you how to apply both, but we're going to do 2 coats of our top coat and really making sure that we seal all the way to the edges and then all the way around our free edge, really just to get a good tight seal all the way around there so we don't have any issues with separation. I like doing that 30-second cure to kind of set that chrome powder in, and I feel like that helps with keeping it from separating a little bit. But then again, really making sure that you get around those edges to seal that in. I'm going to put that one in. My Ultimate Finish, I usually tend to do a quick 30-second freeze, and then I'll do a second coat on top of that. So we'll go ahead and freeze that one into place for 30 seconds, and then I'll use the stain resistant just to kind of show you the both techniques. Okay, so our stain resistant top coat, again, this is really good for over those enhancements. So if you're working over acrylic or hard gel, that's where I would use the stain resistant. And again, just like the Ultimate Finish, we're going to apply a good, as Greg would say, a healthy amount, and really making sure that we're capping those free edges and side walls, making sure everything gets really good and sealed. I'm going to just go through and top coat the rest of these with the first coat, and then we'll come back and do a second coat. Okay, same thing on this one. This was the one that we did the Ultimate Finish on. Again, I'm going to do a second coat of the Ultimate Finish to really secure that and seal that color in. After our second coat here, we're going to do a full cure of 60 seconds, and then it's going to be cured all the way through. And again, with the Ultimate Finish, this is a no-tack top coat. So once this is cured in the light, it's not going to have a tacky surface to wipe off, and then we can just go right into any other manicure applications that you're doing or anything like that. So again, we'll cure that for a full 60 seconds. I'll do a second coat of my top coat with my stain resistant on these, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we will go ahead into the light for another 60 seconds with our stain resistant. The Ultimate Finish top coat is all set. There's no tacky surface to wipe off, so that one is all ready to go. Okay, so our stain resistant top coat is fully cured now. I'm going to come in with a little bit of our swipe, and that's going to clean off that tacky surface, and then our nails will be all set to go. So you guys, once you top coat, again, that's when you're really going to start to see those colors show through, and you'll see that on the black or a darker color or whatever color you use underneath is going to look a little bit different than what you're going to use on, say, a lighter color or the white. But mix and match your colors, give them a try, combine different colors and see what you like, and see all the fun color combinations you can create.
Subscribe channel now. Subscribe channel now. Sub it.